facing Kerry Collins for the New York Giants. Rams and Giants coming up next. I think Chris Collins still thinks it's a good opportunity for the Giants. Warren Sapp, yeah?
Chris Collins.
Chris Collinsworth did. I don't know about Chris Collins, though.
Oh, what did I say? Chris Collins?
Chris Collins.
Chris Collinsworth will add the worth to it. Warren Sapp, worth there. Hey, he's worth a lot of money. Defensive player of the year last year.
In your defense, the picture came up of Kerry Collins, the quarterback for the Giants. So I, therefore, am with you on that
And
comment.
I haven't been worth much today anyway, JB.
And you folks out there are with me as well. Let's keep rolling along as we talk about the action. Minnesota 31-14. Wow, big victory there.
The maturation of a young quarterback. How impressive was Dante Culpepper? I know that's a good word. Woo! Looks left, just like on the pregame show. Look him up. Little zone pass, 33 yards. Little screen pass to Robert Smith, 7-0 Vikings. Culpepper rolling out front, finding Randy Moss down to the inside, back to the outside. One-on-one coverage, impossible. 17-7. Totally naked, not naked, but naked. No one out on the route. They knew this would be a good call. Culpepper just walks into the end zone. Big day for the Vikings. Robert Smith over 1,000 yards on the year as they take care of the Cardinals. Now, new coach Gary Moore of the Troy Lions hoping for better things as he hands off to Johnny Morton on a reverse pass. Nobody there. They're covered, pressure up front, then downfield. Look at Charlie Batch. Nice job. Does a beautiful job of blocking. Down to the 1-yard line. James Stewart in for touchdown, 7-0 Lions. So then Morton back again. Charlie Batch that is looking for Herman Moore. Elijah Williams picks it off. It's still 7-0 Detroit. And then on the ensuing drive, Jamal Anderson, 14 yards out. Touchdown. And we got a 10-10 Sky tie there, Howie.
What was that called, Odell?
Sky.
You got on my case the Sky?
Sky.
Okay,
Sky.
we'll take that one. 2:29 left in that contest. As we take a look at Doug Flutie and Rob Johnson, talk about a quarterback controversy.
Well, there it is on the screen right there. But earlier, Bears drive 3rd and 5. Jimmy Miller going out to the right side. Goes down, injured, torn left Achilles tendon, out for the season. The Scorchers point Buffalo 3-0. Third quarter, 4th and goal. Flutie takes it. A master at this. Inside, once again, no one on the route. They knew this would work. There it is, 13-3. And then Shane Matthews gets sacked, loses the ball. Keith Newman there picks it up, starts racing down there. He loses it. Then Darryl Porter said, well, give it to me. I did this. No problem. Touchdown. There you go. And we have a 20-3 Bills over the Bears.
All right, one of the score to pass along to you as well. Cleveland and New England. Browns, wow, win it. Cleveland Browns pick up their 3rd victory of the season, 19-11. All right, one of the big games upcoming, some will see. St. Louis and the Giants. I renamed him Chris Collins, but what's your thought about that game?
Well, you know, I really believe that not only from a time standpoint, New York needs to run the football and run the football effectively, as much to dictate tempo of the football game and hopefully to frustrate that St. Louis offense. If you keep them off the field for large stretches of time, they're going to be more apt to try to press things and do things in a big way. Hopefully get some turnovers versus that umbrella defense we talked about in terms of the secondary, try to keep everything in front.
More highlights coming your way. Keyshawn Johnson taking on the guy Antonio Freeman. He of the improbable bobble. More highlights in a moment.
The champs are for real. These upstarts don't care. St. Louis's lethal attack is putting up numbers at a staggering pace.
Too good and too fast.
The G-Men have a spark of their own in the form of thunder and lightning. Bruce and the Rams, Tiki and the Giants. Somebody's going down. The doubleheader action continues next on Fox.
We'd like to welcome those of you who are watching the Buffalo contest and the New Orleans contest here at the Fox Studios in Los Angeles. Full house indeed here as we get you caught up on the action having taken place around the National Football League.
All right, I remember him. He stepped on my neck. Howie loves him. He's a defensive genius. Jim Haslett, coach of the Saints. #1 ranked defense, but it's Burline back to pass. Sammy Knight comes from behind him, strips him of the ball, and then Keith Mitchell. This guy is making things happen. A free agent. Look at him down the sideline. Takes this baby 90 yards. 2nd touchdown in 3 weeks. Saints up 14-3. Ricky Williams is carted off the field with a twisted ankle. He was going in for some x-rays. 20-10. That score Saints over the Panthers.
All right, meanwhile, in Pittsburgh.
Cornell Stewart, first start at Three Rivers this year. He's looking for Courtney Hawkins, but Bobby Taylor picks it off, returns it 39 yards. David Akers kicks the field goal. Eagles up by 3. Donovan McNabb, play action, stumbles coming out, finds Jeff Thomason back in the end zone. Touchdown. Steelers had not allowed a touchdown in 21 consecutive quarters. Eagles up by 10 until Jerome Bettis, over 100 yards rushing. 7 yards on this play. Touchdown ties the game up. And then Stanley Pritchett fumbles. Joey Porter, jolly on the spot, scoops it up. Goes 32 yards for the score. Actually fumbled this ball before he gets in the end zone. Extra point was kicked before they challenged. Steelers up 2013. What, am I spitting?
No, jolly on the spot.
Jolly, you know, jolly. It's coming up on Christmas time.
2013.
Meanwhile, in Tennessee, Mr. Jolly Bradshaw.
Hey, so I have a little Christmas spirit in me. How about some spirit for this guy? Well, not some spirits, but this man right here, Mark Brunell, out of the backfield. Keenan McCarr, what a great presence of mind by Brunell. 67-yard touchdown, 21-7. Jacksonville over Seattle. John Kitna back, standing up, guns that baby for Derrick May. 8-yard touchdown, 21-21. And then John Kitna finds Ricky Waters in the end zone. 4-yard touchdown, 28-21. After the extra point, Seattle over Jacksonville.
All right, I mentioned Tennessee. Why not? Let's go on and talk about that one as well. Tennessee, yep, it is good. There it is, finally. All right, 23-17, 55 seconds remaining in that contest. Steve McNair, 2 touchdown passes in that contest. They're trying to hold on for the victory there. Cowboys and the Bengals. Look at the Cowboys. Oh, Chris, I see your sign, buddy. I feel your pain as well.
Yes.
23-6, 4 minutes left in that game there, Chris. I'm sorry.
That's the best thing to happen to me today, JB, right there.
Well, not a good thing happening to the Cardinals today as they were spanked by the Vikings 31-14. Dante Culpepper, impressive game along with Chris Carter and Robert Smith as well.
You bet. Falcons 10, Lions 10.
You bet.
You bet.
Still plodding right along. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Substance-laden response, huh? Bills and the Bears. Hey, thanks for the help. I'm not complaining.
Hey, you bet.
Rob Johnson and Doug Flutie. Hey, Cleveland got it done today.
Bill Belichick, first visit back to Cleveland since he was the head coach there with the Browns. Then Peterson over, finds Shea. Touchdown covering 9 yards, breaks a tackle of Lawyer Malloy. And then long day for Bledsoe. Play with a sprained thumb. He gets sacked by Stalin Collinet. Loses the ball. Marcus Spriggs recovers the fumble. Cleveland 16-3. Cleveland 19-11 over the Patriots. Send tapes.
All right, we mentioned 2 games coming up, second half of our doubleheader. St. Louis at New York Giants. Green Bay, Tampa Bay. Now, I know you like Tampa Bay, but Green Bay's victory the other night, might that be an inspiring push for them?
You know, I don't know. If Brett Favre is all the way back, and for the last couple of years, we haven't seen him really be able to rip the ball the way that he did or look like he could again on that Monday night game. You come back in this game against Tampa Bay, you better be ripping quickly because the guys are coming after Brett Favre here.
Yeah, when you're playing young guys in the offensive line, particularly against a defensive front led by Warren Sapp that's on pace to break the NFL record set by the Bears in '84.
All right, only 1 game separating those 2 squads as well, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. The second half of the doubleheader coming up. It'll be the Rams at the Giants. Others will see Green Bay at Tampa Bay. We'll see you at halftime.
Favre, pop flies the right side. Freeman trying to adjust to it, and it's incomplete. Nearly intercepted by Chris Dishman.
Wait a second.
Wait a minute. Freeman picks it up. It bounced into his hand. Bounced into his hand. Bounced into his hand. He takes it in the end zone.
We win.
Touchdown. Packers win. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Wayne, it was meant to be.
Welcome to Tampa, where the dream of seeing their Buccaneers in the Super Bowl lives on. The Bucs have won 2 in a row and face a tough divisional matchup with the Packers today. Minnesota on top of the NFC Central has already won. Detroit is still battling Atlanta. It sets up a great matchup this afternoon in Tampa. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NFL on Fox. I'm Sam Rosen along with Bill Moss. Well, we saw the Green Bay Packers pull off a miracle win over Minnesota Monday night in Green Bay, but that game won't mean anything if they don't win today, Bill.
Yeah, you know, they're hoping a play like that can re-energize this group and carry them through the season, and sometimes that can happen.
but also Mike Sherman knows the one thing they have to do down here against the Bucs is to protect the quarterback, Brett Favre. He is their only lifeline of a chance today. It's going to be in his hands. And it all started 2 years ago, the really changing of the tide. In the last 4 games against the Bucs, they've dumped him 18 times, and you can see the numbers that the defensive line has going this year. They've got to protect their quarterback.
Well, we've seen the Buccaneers defense at work, but it's the offense that's playing well right now. After a 4-game losing streak, the Bucs have won their last 2, and the offense is playing well.
You know, there was a feeling out process there with Les Steckel, the new offensive coordinator, and his team. They were feeling him out, he was feeling them out, and they were trying to find out what they're good at. The one thing they found that they're good at is running with Warwick Dunn. Now, they used to have to make their own holes, and that was with Allstott. But now, with some new linemen up front, with Christie and McDaniel, and with Keyshawn Johnson outside, they can now get Warwick Dunn to the perimeter. And if you get Warwick Dunn in space, that's a great chance for him to bust a 25, 30-yard gainer.
Okay, it's a big divisional matchup. The 5-4 Buccaneers against the 4-5 Packers. The Bucs defense knows it's a big one.
Check it in, dog. Let's check it in. Let's go. Let's go. Check it in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This is what I'm getting ready to tell you. You don't have to wait to make the play. Don't wait on somebody else. You be the guy to go make the play, whether it be on special teams, whatever you do, man. You be the guy to make the play today. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Shoot, fly, pie, an apple pan, Dottie makes your eyes light up. Your tummy say howdy. Shoot, fly, pie, an apple pan, Dottie, I never get enough of that wonderful stuff. Shoot.
The all-new Lexus LS 430.
Makes your eyes light
Imagine
up.
how you will feel driving.
Howdy.
This is an ordinary cell phone. This is Nextel, and it's going to change the way you do business thanks to Direct Connect, its digital two-way radio feature. Frank? Not yet. It ensures instant contact. Bridget?
Got it.
Cost a fraction of cellular. It just passed. And it makes other cell phones...
Ready now.
Obsolete.
Direct Connect from Nextel. How business gets done.
Nextel proudly uses Lucent Technologies.
E-Trade, the #1 place to invest online, presents the Return of the Week. Dave McGinnis earned his first victory as Cardinals head coach thanks to Aeneas Williams, who returned Stephen Davis's fumble 104 yards, tying an NFL record for the longest fumble return in NFL history.
He's going! He's going! He's going! And he's going to score!
Notice the stylization typical of neoclassic columns. Each of the capitals contains that real gold, Mr. Stern? Nearly 11 pounds of gold leaf.
Next, please.
E-Trade Bank doesn't have expensive branches, so we offer the highest one-year CD rate of any leading bank in the country.
What more could you possibly want, my boy?
Lock in a great rate today. Call
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
On this Veterans Day weekend, the B-2 stealth bomber flying by over Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Wow. Earlier today in the NFL, take a look at the scoreboard. Arizona losing in Minnesota. The Vikings going to 8-2. Buffalo beating Chicago. Pittsburgh coming from behind, leading Philadelphia late in the fourth quarter. New Orleans has won 6 in a row, beating Carolina. Dallas beats leading Cincinnati late in the fourth quarter. Detroit has just gone ahead of Atlanta. That's late in the fourth. Tennessee, after trailing the entire game, has gone ahead of Baltimore in the fourth quarter. Seattle won in Jacksonville, and Cleveland defeated New England. The fine head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who keeps such an even keel, even when the team was down and lost 4 in a row. Never lost his cool, kept his team focused and ready to make a move in this second half, Phil.
And that's the way he's been all the time, Sam. If you look back since he's been down here as a head coach, he just is even keel and he gets his group ready. And it's about this time of year he gets this group to push forward and get them peaking at the playoffs.
First-year head coach Mike Sherman trying to get his team adapted and trying to deal with all the injuries that they have had.
Yeah, and that's an excellent point. And I think he's done an outstanding job of that, as keeping this group fired up and working and working and working. You lose, Vaughn.
All right, gentlemen, we have a special coin today.
That's tough to overcome.
This is the heads. This is the tail. This is Honor and Veterans Day.
Jeff Triplett is the referee.
Heads is the call of Green Bay. Heads is the call. It is the head. You want the foot bump? Stay right where you are. Green Bay won the toss. We'll receive. Good luck.
All right. You heard it. And the sellout crowd is ready here in Tampa for another big matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Green Bay Packers.
Super Bowl 35 and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Packers pumped up. Down through the years, they've done very well against Tampa Bay, but the last 4 games have been split. Brett Favre 13-3 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And we mentioned it, you know, the one thing that Tampa Bay has done is when Tony Dungy came in here, he said the road through the NFC is through Green Bay. And he identified that, and he identified Brett Favre as the kingpin. So he went out and he got this fast, lightning fast defense with #1 draft choices up front that applied pressure to the quarterback. And Brett Favre has been on the receiving end of all those guys from the last 4 games they played.
John McLaughlin rousing up the fans here. Brett Favre getting ready to make his entrance.
You know, and on the other end of that, Sam, Green Bay lost those guys up front that used to protect them. They lost in Aaron Taylor. They lost in Adam Timmerman. They lost Joe Andruzzi. You know, and they always had to plug in these new guys, and that makes it real tough when you're going against Sapp and company.
Crowd is excited, on its feet, ready for the opening kickoff. Yet another sellout crowd. Allen Rossum is deep. Martin Gramatica kicks off a low line drive that Rossum takes on a bounce from the 7. Trying to get outside. Brian Kelly was there to help force him out of bounds at the 29-yard line. The Packers on offense. Brett Favre protecting the ball better. Has had only 1 interception in the last 3 games. His offensive line, he's got 2 rookies at the tackles. Chad Clifton is starting his 4th straight. Mark Tauscher his 8th straight. Antonio Freeman made the miracle catch to beat Minnesota. Amon Green is now the featured back with Dorsey Levin's help. There is Antonio Freeman, who made the marvelous catch. The #1 receiver is in motion. Amon Green gets a couple of yards, took a big hit from John Lynch. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, one of the outstanding defenses in the NFL. They lead the NFL with 41 sacks. Warren Sapp has 10.5. Marcus Jones has 10. The linebacker Shelton Quarles missed last week with a groin injury. He's back. Derrick Brooks, the leading tackler. Donnie Abraham has 6 interceptions. Rondé Barber has 5.5 sacks. 2 tight ends in for Green Bay. The play fake by Favre. Shovel pass to Ryan Wetnight. Gets up across the 36-yard line. Thrown back by Shelton Quarles, number 53.
You take a look up front. We're going to watch this matchup all day. And there goes the center. He slides over, and he's going to get a piece of Booger McFarland. And they run that thing, and they get the ends, the defensive ends, sucked inside. They get them coming inside, and then they came outside, and that little shovel pass. Now, Wetnight has been missed. He's been hurt a little bit, Sam. He's had that hamstring injury. But the tight end position for the Packers is one that needs a boost.
Packers with 3 wide receivers. Bucks have 5 defensive backs. Freeman in motion. Barber went with him. Outside, and the catch, a beauty by Freeman, is good for a first down. Short pickup, but good enough for a first down. Antonio Freeman, the leading receiver. They feel that he's been up and down this season, but maybe Monday night's game will give him a boost, Bill.
Yeah, they're hoping that whole thing transcends into a push down the stretch. He is the leader of this offense as far as the receiver goes, other than Brett Favre. He's a guy that they rely on for big plays, and he has to make those big plays on a more consistent basis. He's been under scrutiny for the big contract, the money he's got. Fans been down on him a little bit. They're hoping that catch will elevate him up.
They stay with 3 wides. Amon Green hit hard again. The middle linebacker, Jamie Duncan, with the tackle after a short pickup a couple of yards by Amon Green.
Well, that one word that goes with the Tampa Bay Bucks defense is fast. And there's number 59, and he's just flowing behind the line of scrimmage, which is occupied by McFarland, by Ahanitu, by Jones and Sapp, and it makes it so easy for those fast linebackers just to run sideline to sideline behind them, and they're going to clean up anything that hits the perimeter.
2 tight ends in for the Packers. Bubba Franks comes in motion. Tyrone Davis split left. On 2nd and 7. Favre gets rid of it, and it's caught by Antonio Freeman. Another first down for the Packers in Bucks territory at the 47.
Brett Favre took a shot on that play by Quarles. He just got that ball off. And watch the way he throws. He feels Quarles off his backside. He gets that thing out, and he knows he's going to take that shot. But that's what Brett Favre does. Watch all the different angles of where he throws the ball with his arm. He saw the opening, and he fired that thing as quick as he can so he could get out of the way of the rush.
William Henderson in at fullback. Favre a quick 3 for 3 to start the game. Amon Green straight ahead. Couple of yards at a time, and one thing the Packers talked about was being patient with the running game.
Well, and not to get away from it, and sometimes that's tough to do. When you have Brett Favre in there and you used to throw the ball, here they run an ISO, and what they want to try to do is they want to try to tack downhill. You see Henderson in there. You see Henderson in there leading it up.
We welcome those of you who are watching the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. Detroit coming from behind to win at 13-10 for new head coach Gary Moeller. Go to 6-4. Sam Rosen, Bill Moss here in Tampa. The Packers on a 2nd and 8. After taking the opening kickoff, swing it out to Amon Green across the 40-yard line down to the 39. A couple of yards short of the first down marker. Donnie Abraham with a tackle.
And that's another way Green can help out, you know, because that play right there, Sam, is equivalent to a run in this offense. So when you say that Amon Green needs to get yards, they don't necessarily all have to be with a handoff and running right at this Bucs defense. You catch it, you get outside, and it puts you in 3rd and short, and that's what you like.
One thing they're concerned about is fumbling. He covered that one.
That's what got him out of Seattle.
Here's 3rd and 2 for the Packers. Favre outside, no. Schrader didn't read the play and didn't turn. Time for an update on Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Let's go to JB.
Sam and Bill, Philadelphia was trailing by 10 against Pittsburgh, but take a look at Donovan McNabb. Little swing pass to Brian Mitchell, his first receiving touchdown of the season to draw within 3. They kicked the ball on sides. They have recovered it. 2 minutes remaining in that contest. Philadelphia trying to stay in the thick of the NFC East race. Back to Sam Rosen, Bill Moss.
Thanks, JB. Hey, that's been a great game in Pittsburgh. Philadelphia trying to go to 6-4. Josh Bidwell to punt it away. High kick, waving for a fair catch. Carl Williams lets it bounce at the 5, and it rolls into the end zone. It just got by Allen Rossum. Now it was punched out. And flags are flying all over the place as John Lynch picked it up and is running into the end zone. There are flags all over the place. Was that ball down in the end zone?
Well, I thought he was touched in the end zone.
What appeared to be a touchback.
Too many men. Defense. Too many men. Offense. Both teams had players come off the bench during the loose ball. The result, it was an offset and a replay by rule.
Wow, that's one I've never seen before.
Well, what happened was, he's exactly right. When that ball went into the end zone, both guys on the sideline, both teams on the sidelines, thought the play was over. And so they came out onto the field. McGarrahan picked the ball up, and the official did not blow it dead.
There you see Tampa Bay Buccaneers players on the field.
No challenge on the play by Tampa Bay.
That was as bizarre a play as you'll ever see.
Well, McGarrahan never should have thrown it back into the field of play. He held it for a second. The play wasn't blown dead.
Right.
And he threw it back in. Lynch picked it up alertly.
So each team with players going onto the field anticipating a touchback. So the play is negated and they'll punt again. Carl Williams goes back deep.
Williams deep receives.
Special teams coach Joe Marciano of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bidwell tries again. High kick. Heading for the corner. Rossum bats it down, and it's covered by the Packers on the 2-yard line. This time Rossum with a great play. 38-yard punt down by Allen. Rossum with a terrific effort. Keeps it in play. Packers back up the Bucs.
Free to move about the country.
3, 2, 1. We are officially open for business.
Okay.
Facing a virtual reality? UPS can help you plan for it, manage it, and deal with it. We deliver more e-shipments than anyone. UPS, moving at the speed of business.
Put the food down, walk away, nobody gets hurt.
Think you're tough enough to drive a Tacoma? Join the club. Introducing the double cab with over 5 feet of bed length.
You just can't mess with a man's salad.
Word up.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of the Super Bowl.
Welcome back to Raymond James Stadium.
Well, this is the first punt, right? And Allen Rossum missed the first one, and McGarrahan grabs it right there. Now, he possesses it. And that is the kicking team. That ball should have been blown dead right there, and there never should have been a return. And there never should have been the extra to 12 men on the field. And now they're backed up. They got a chance to re-kick it. Now the Bucs are backed up on their 2.
First time on offense, Shaun King at quarterback for the Bucs. Shaun Johnson went in motion. Straight ahead, Mike Allstott bounced off a couple of players and busts his way across the 5 out to the 7-yard line. Shaun King, they want him to spread the ball around. Last 2 games, 7 touchdown passes, just 1 interception thrown. The offensive line, Randall McDaniel and Jeff Christie have made a big difference to that line. Chuck Green leads in yardage amongst receivers. Keyshawn Johnson, 41 receptions. Warwick Dunn and Mike Allstott, the 2 running backs. Keyshawn in motion. Allstott again. First down. up near the 20. Allstott, using his niftiness and his power, a great combination, gets it out to the 20-yard line.
Well, we talk about blocking the perimeter and getting what Keyshawn Johnson brings to the fold of the perimeter. Keyshawn Johnson came down and got into LeRoy Butler, the strong safety, and just drove him right out of the picture that time. And Allstott was able to work his way outside. That's what number 19 means to this Bucs offense, not just going deep and catching passes.
Dave Moore shifts the tight end. The play fake, the shovel out to Warwick Dunn. Picked up a couple before he was wrapped up by Niall Diggs, the rookie strong side linebacker. The Packers on defense. Santana Dotson, former Buccaneer. Cledius Hunt starting for the injured Vonnie Holliday. Niall Diggs, a rookie out of Ohio State, has played well. Nate Wayne starts for the injured Brian Williams. Darren Sharper tied for the league lead with 6 interceptions. Allstott was split out. He goes in motion. And they send it out to Keyshawn Johnson. Fights his way up near the first down marker. Mike McKenzie, number 34, made the tackle. Johnson showing good strength.
Well, Allstott, you're going to see Mike Allstott lined up at a few different places. He was lined up at the bottom of the screen at wide receiver. He comes all the way across in motion. They throw a little smoke screen here, and then he gets out there and block it. He gets out in front. He gets on Butler. If you're going to move the ball against the Green Bay Packers, the two things you have to do are one, get your guys movement up front, and two, seek out LeRoy Butler. And the Bucs have done that thus far. They got Keyshawn Johnson came in on him and blocked him out of there. Then they got Allstott in motion.
3rd and inches, 2 tight ends and an extra fullback in. Play fake by Shaun King. Wants to go deep. He's got Dave Moore. To the Packers' 43-yard line on a 3rd and inches. Tyrone Williams brought down Dave Moore, but Moore, very versatile tight end.
Watch the play fake by Charles Kirby right here. They don't sell this thing, do they? The linebackers are up in here. They're taking it on. They think they're coming with Allstott, and then everybody's fooled, and that's what enables Dave Moore to get so free and clean downfield.
28-yard pickup. Allstott is out to the right side. Dunn the lone setback. Dunn on the delay. And maybe a yard on the play. Let's find out what's going on in Pittsburgh. Let's take it back to JB.
Sam and Bill, on a 3rd down play with no timeouts remaining for Philadelphia, Pittsburgh kept the offense inbound, clock running down. Philadelphia gets the special teams unit on the field, and with 3 seconds left, David Akers kicks this 42-yarder that ties it up. Philadelphia goes into its 2nd consecutive overtime. It's knotted at 23. Back to Sam and Bill.
Thanks, JB. David Akers handling the pressure there, huh?
He's built for it. Ever since he started taking all that taekwondo and all that stuff, he's a confident young man.
Play fake to Dunn. King goes short to Allstott. Takes half the Packers defense to take him down. Niall Diggs, the first man to hit him, down at the 40-yard line.
The one thing I see in this Bucs offense that is starting to come into fruition from last week, I noticed it, is that you're seeing a lot of different formations. This time they're in an I back. There's Allstott leading the way out. They've seen 2 tight ends, a lot of different formation packages, a lot of movement. Now that wasn't always like that in the past. The Bucs had to do things the hard way and line up and try to smash it with Allstott. Now we're seeing a variation of things. Here we've got 4 wide.
Allstott out. Riddell Anthony in. King waiting. Nobody open. Now he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. A leaping try by Keyshawn Johnson with Darren Sharper on him. There is a flag on the play, and it's a holding against Tampa Bay. Good pressure from John Theory.
Holding. Offense. Number 73. They don't need his big line. 4th down.
Frank Middleton doesn't believe it. Let's see.
There's 73 right there. And you see where he's got the arm. The arm is outside the framework. And anytime you have that.
He was holding Cledius Hunt. Mark Royals, who had a pass completion to Damian Robinson last week, kicks this one short. Was aiming for the sideline and didn't get much on it. Bad kick for Royals. And not much yardage on the changeover.
Notice the stylization typical of neoclassic columns. Each of the capitals contains...
Is that real gold, Mr. Stern?
Nearly 11 pounds of gold leaf.
Next, please.
E-Trade Bank doesn't have expensive branches, so we offer the highest one-year CD rate of any leading bank in the country.
What more could you possibly want, my boy?
Lock in a great rate today. Call 888-609-BANK.
For 40 years, Gianni Della Valle has cleaned statues. What if there was a technology to help reduce the pollution that causes acid rain? To help Italy's treasures stay cleaner and last longer? What would he say if, after 40 years, he was out of a job? This year, Texaco helped Italy open 3 environmentally cleaner power plants, and Gianni Della Valle is enjoying a splendid retirement.
I remember my dad caught me. We're out in the garage, trying to be quiet, but eventually you start yelling because of the static. He comes out.
If you're going to use cellular, that's fine, but I'm not paying for it. You can get a summer job.
So I got free and clear after that, man. It's great. It's clear. Got a good deal, too. So, you ever get caught? No. Of course.
The new Sprint PCS Free and Clear plan. $29.99 for 500 minutes. All with nationwide long distance.
The search for Mulder is here. Takes an impossible turn. How does the FBI lose him in the desert? Follow your instincts.
My men are going to be waiting for me.
How do you know that they're your men?
But don't believe your eyes. The X-Files, all new, 9/8 Central tonight on Fox.
Talked about the key injuries to the Packers. Dorsey Levens, knee surgery. They're hoping he'll be back, but the chances are slim. Bonnie Holiday missing another game with a high ankle sprain. He could be out 2 to 3 weeks. Brian Williams, he's done. And Corey Bradford missing today's game with a quad pull. He's replaced by Donald Driver.
That's the one reason I think Mike Sherman's done an outstanding job of keeping this team fighting. Heck, if you take those, that would be like taking Randy Moss out of the lineup for Minnesota.
Inside handoff, and Amon Green is thrown back. It was a 12-yard punt by Mark Royals, and the Packers taking over at the 28.
You know, they're going to keep coming back to this, but it's going to be tough yards to get because they just run into a wall there. Duncan's in the middle. Booger McFarland's there, Sapp. But they've got to keep it. That's what Mike Sherman was talking about, was they have to stay with it. They have to stay with it and hopefully create some kind of yards up there to keep them honest, because you don't want to get this defensive front with their ears pinned back coming after Favre on every snap.
3 wide receivers in, everybody out. Favre going long, launching it way down. Incomplete. Intended for Donald Driver. Time for an update. Let's go back to the Fox Television Center to JB.
Sam and Bill, because Al Del Greco missed a regulation point after for the first time since '93, Tennessee put in a position to try to get a game-winning field goal. Del Greco missed a 43-yarder as time expired. Tennessee loses its first ever at Adelphia Coliseum. Baltimore improves to 7-4. Back to Sam Rosen and Bill Moss.
Baltimore scoring points again, Bill.
Well, you know, Terry Bradshaw was talking up Trent Dilfer in the pregame show. And, you know, they put it on him. Trent stepped up.
Here's 3rd and 10 for the Packers with 3 wide receivers. Favre gets time and completes it to Bill Schrader. A first down up the 45-yard line. John Lynch with the coverage. 17-yard pickup on the play.
47, John Lynch. First down, Green Bay.
Here's Billy Schrader right here. He's coming right in there. Now watch him. Watch Brett. Brett looked over that way first, and that took Donnie Abraham with him, and then he came back towards Schrader.
Schrader, a very important man for Brett Favre. 3 wide receivers for the Packers, 5 defensive backs for the Bucs. Off the play fake, Favre feels pressure, incomplete. Marcus Jones with big pressure on Brett Favre, who is getting rid of the ball quickly.
Well, you would too. You're right. Marcus Jones with 10 sacks. Warren Sapp with 10.5. He's coming from the top of the screen. He beats Chad Clifton just right past him on the outside, and he gets just a nick of that arm because Brett Favre had open receivers that time. He just got a piece. Marcus just got a piece of that arm. Marcus Jones has played fabulously, I believe, in the last 2 seasons. He's a guy that came in here. They tried him at a bunch of positions. Started off at nose tackle. Then they tried him at defensive tackle. And basically was on his way out the door. He's really picked his game up.
Said he had 9 toes out the door. The pitch to Amon Green. Tried to cut it back. Sapp stopped him. And then he's run over by the combination of Chidi Ahanotu and John Lynch.
The penetration by Warren Sapp that time. As a defensive lineman, if you can play your game on the backside across the line of scrimmage, he is now across the line of scrimmage. And all that penetration is bound to change the direction of a game, whether the quarterback's back there, the running back's back there. Anytime you have the freedom to be explosive as a defensive lineman and get across the line of scrimmage and play the game in their backfield, you know you're going to be a good one.
He's the difference maker for the Bucs. Loss of 7 on the play. Packers have to get to the Tampa Bay 45 for a first down out of the shotgun. Short to William Henderson, who dropped it. The fullback out of the backfield. Just missed it. Derrick Brooks was there for Tampa Bay, and the Packers are forced to punt again.
The drop balls have been an issue for the Packers. They are not good enough offensively anymore to have the drops. There was a time where they could get away with the drops. Offensively, they're not good enough to overcome those things through the course of a game right now.
Bidwell's second punt. Carl Williams is deep for Tampa Bay. Good kick. Backpedaling is Williams to the 12. Finds a hole. Spins up to the 30-yard line. Good return for Carl Williams. 50-yard punt, 18-yard return. The Bucs locking up Allen Rossum as he tried to get downfield.
An epiphany is a sudden awakening to the essential nature or meaning of things. The day you realize that babies aren't delivered by storks, that was an epiphany. The day you recognize that men and women are not the same, that was an epiphany. The day you realize that your website is your business and your software can't handle the traffic, that is an epiphany. It's a different kind of world. You need a different kind of software.
I hope you didn't put all those on the credit card.
Yeah, why?
Do you know what those interest charges are going to do to us?
Don't worry. I used our new Capital One card. It's interest-free.
To the Navy!
If you had a new Capital One card, all your purchases would be interest-free until May 2001.
Gotta tell Steve and Laura about Capital One.
What's in your wallet?
In 1951, Toyota introduced the Land Cruiser. Today, we have the most extensive lineup of sport utility vehicles in America. For families and individuals. Mountaintops, as well as soccer fields. And, like the original, all of them are designed to get you there and back.
Fox tomorrow.
Did you pledge your vote in exchange for a sexual favor?
Yes, it isn't Washington. What were you thinking? It's a high school election.
It was my lucky day.
All new Boston Public tomorrow on Fox. Parental discretion advised.
Ed Donatel, the defensive coordinator for the Packers. Mike Sherman remembered him when they played in Super Bowl 32, and he was a defensive back coach for the Broncos. And he liked so much what the Broncos defense did. It gave their offense problems. He said he wanted to bring a guy in that could run that defense for him. And Ed Donatel's 8-man fronts and that under front shooting gaps has really benefited and raised the level of play of this defense.
Shaun King with 3 wide receivers. Warwick Dunn in the backfield. Short drop. Swings it out to Keyshawn Johnson. And he pulls his way up to the 39-yard line. Antoine Edwards took him down. Let's check in with JB on the Eagles in Pittsburgh.
Sam and Bill, Philadelphia scored 10 points in less than 2.5 minutes. The time matters up. And then in overtime, David Akers, 42-yard game winner, second consecutive overtime victory for Philadelphia. They improved to 7-4. Back to Sam Rosen. Bill Moss.
The Eagles own Pennsylvania as they go to 7-4. What a win for Philadelphia against a tough defensive team. Shaun King, empty backfield out of the shotgun. Throws and completes to Jacquez Green up at the 45-yard line. Nate Wayne, who came over in a trade with Denver, starting at linebacker, made the tackle for the Packers.
And that was, it looked like a 4 wide receiver set. It was 3 wide receivers, and they brought Offstad out in the slot as well. Les Steckel has brought some formation movement to this offense.
Shaun King, good start to the game, 5 for 6, and you see the formations changing. 2 tight ends. Patrick Haight, number 82, shifts. Warwick Dunn carries, led by Middleton, gets outside and across midfield. Falls forward to the Packers' 47-yard line. And we are winding down to the end of the first quarter. Even matchup so far, but the Bucs on the move, get into Packers territory as we come to the end of the first quarter in the Battle of the Bays. Tampa Bay and Green Bay are scoreless. Now these words and a message from your local Fox station.
I need a car. Shopping for a used car will never be the same.
No, a convertible. A red one. With under 15,000 miles.
Welcome to Autotrader.com. With 1.5 million used cars updated daily, it's the biggest, best used car site on the planet.
You couldn't help me with a loan, could you? Can we help you?
Autotrader.com. Your car is waiting.
You're watching the NFL on Fox.
The 3.2 TL from Acura.
He's always hustling you out of your RX. Fine. Then he can just schlep 3 kids and a dog. What? You're out in the rain with no vehicle skid control so he can impress his fancy clients with his 6-disc CD Lexus premium sound system? Does this man care for you at all? Tell him to use that Lexus DVD navigation system he loves so much to find himself a Lexus dealer. He can buy his own RX 300. He knows how reasonable it is. Whew. I gotta cut back on those double espressos.
Puberty hits King of the Hill.
He came to apologize and make out with tongues. I don't know where your tongue's been.
All new at 7:30 tonight on Fox.
Welcome back to Tampa, where the Green Bay Packers and Tampa Bay Buccaneers are scoreless. Sold out Raymond James Stadium.
Well, you know, the one thing they're trying to do, Tampa Bay, is get this front to move. They bring the tight end over. Here's Moore. He's going to line up over here. That's the strong side. So now Green Bay is going to reset. They get their strong end, Clydius Hunt, over here with the tight end, and they get their 3 technique, Santana Dotson, on the weak side. But that's a game they're going to try to match up because, see, they get them moving, and then they were able to work Warwick Dunn to the perimeter.
Charles Kirby in at fullback for the Bucs on 2nd and 2. It's Allstott carrying for a first down to the Packers 43. Darren Sharper made the tackle. Allstott, as we talked about at the top, learning so many different roles.
Well, he has to because that's the nature of this offense. But here he's going to get to the perimeter again. And how do they do it? Watch. They're going to pull Randall McDaniel, and he's going to lead the way up in here. Here's Randall. He seals that, and then he's able to rush that ball outside. That's where the Bucs are different this year than they have been in prior years.
And another Packers injury, and that always a cause for concern for Green Bay. Mike McKenzie, the injured Packer, will step out for a moment.
the family has always put in the forefront to protect the quality and the standards set by Adolphus Bush.
The deep sense of pride that my grandfather taught me, that my father continues to teach me.
I think he would be very happy that the generations of his family have practiced what he taught us.
Second order HBO, right?
Yes, sir. Actually, 7 of them.
So it's got a pretty clear picture then?
100% digital quality.
Football?
Up to 13 NFL games every Sunday if you want them.
I love you.
I know, sir.
Now get free professional installation when you buy a DirecTV system and sign up for Total Choice programming.
Hi. Before you go to Grandma's house, winterize your car at Pep Boys. Drain and fill service just $19.99 or get peak antifreeze 2 gallons, only $5 after rebate. Pep Boys, one more reason cars like us, people love us.
I am the Black & Decker pivot driver. At first glance, I seem rather straight, but in a flash, I snap into action. I'm the only screwdriver with the secret identity. I am the pivot driver. I am built by Black & Decker.
Mike McKenzie on the sideline, looks like a left knee injury as he's being checked out. He's replaced by second-year man Todd McBride, who was picked up on waivers last season from Seattle.
That's the injury that McKenzie's had problems with. He missed 6 games this year because of that knee injury. And it's actually been the reason for his play. It's been up and down. There he is low in there, and he gets that thing twisted around in there when Kirby lays on top of him.
Alstott is split out wide left. 1st and 10 for the Bucs. Flags go down. Free play for Shaun King. Dave Moore with a leaping grab at the 20-yard line. Russell Maryland was offside. That'll be declined.
Offside. Nose guard. Defense. Penalties decline. First down.
22-yard pickup, and Dave Moore looks terrific out there, doesn't he?
Well, of course he does.
Pittsburgh, man.
That's right, from the University of Pittsburgh. I love the way he plays the game. He's a blue-collar type of player, and all he really does is he just appears. He keeps on appearing, and he catches the ball.
Alstott split out to the right side. Delay to Warwick. Dunn's got a nice hole. Dunn inside the 10-yard line. LeRoy Butler tripped him up, otherwise Dunn was going to the end zone.
You mentioned Alstott, he was lined up outside, and again, this is another way the Buccaneers offense is attacking the perimeter. What he does, he's in motion here. I want you to watch what he does when he comes down, and he gets to the linebacker, Nate Wayne. Watch what he does to Nate Wayne here. And this seals the perimeter. Bang! He drives him inside, and there's the gaping hole. This whole Bucs offense has changed from their complexion from what they were last year. It used to be Alstott grinding out tough yards. Now they're finding ways to get outside.
Alstott motion. Dunn carries. Fighting his way close to the 5-yard line. It's goal to go for Tampa Bay. And in the red zone this season, they're 25 for 27 scoring.
And they get you thinking about going outside, and they come back and do what they've been always good at doing, and that's running inside. Look at this line going this way. There's another great block on the linebacker inside, and look at the hole. Keyshawn Johnson got to Nate Wayne. You saw number 19 come down inside, and then they're coming with guys outside to get on the linebacker.
Keyshawn in motion, 2nd and goal from the 5. Delay, the play fake. King throws, touchdown! Keyshawn Johnson. Beautiful fake by Shaun King, and Keyshawn Johnson with his 4th touchdown in the last 3 games.
It was a great fake by the quarterback, Shaun King, but an even better fake by the receiver, Keyshawn Johnson. Keyshawn Johnson went in motion and faked like he was going to block the defensive back. And as the defensive back hunkered down to take on the block, he slipped past him, and the ground was way too much for them to catch up.
Shaun King and Keyshawn Johnson are developing a good chemistry right now, Bill. The extra point by Gramatica is good.
Take a look. Watch him hunker down right here on McGarrett handling. He's going to block him. Then he leaves him, and it's to the end zone. That was Darren Sharper, the safety. He came out and faked like he was going to block him. Then the separation.
Looking to save more and spend less this holiday season? With the Chrysler Holiday Sale, you can do just that. Because now you can save over $2,300 when you buy a new 2001 Town & Country LX with 4.9% financing. Or choose up to $3,000 cash allowance when you buy a new 2000 Chrysler minivan. So take advantage of the Chrysler Holiday Sale today for savings that let you spend more on a real holiday priority, yourself.
Anyway, it's fun to look back. I appreciate all the effort that's gone into this place since we started it. Dave, I guess you'll be the old-timer around here. For now, I'm focusing on taking a few trips, improving my golf game.
It's about time!
Thanks, Larry. Well, goodbye. It's been fun.
Imagine what the Journal could do for you. The Wall Street Journal and WSJ.com.
Running our own e-business suite, Oracle saved $1 billion in 1 year. How much will you save? Oracle. Software powers the internet.
Vote for me. My dad was president. I even look like my dad.
Big deal. My dad was a senator.
On the phone, people think I'm my dad.
Guess me. I'm on TV.
Not going anywhere for a while? My dad and I wear the same pants.
I invented pants.
Grab a Snickers. That ought to hold you.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Chrysler. We're reinventing the passion for driving. By the Wall Street Journal and WSJ.com, Adventures in Capitalism. By Oracle, software powers the internet. And by Miller Lite. Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
What a start to the game for Shaun King. He's 7 for 8, 70-yard drive, on which he was 4 for 4 and hit Keyshawn Johnson with a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Well, the reason he's 7 for 8 is because that running game is going so well. And everything he's doing off of it is play action. He's not put in a situation where he has to be the guy to win for them. He's just another part of the puzzle, and it's working well.
Martin Gramatica kicking off. He dribbles it. Onside kick. Gramatica trying to recover, but he missed it. They had the play they wanted, but the Packers recovered. Gramatica, who had been practicing that all week, dribbled it perfectly, but now he comes up holding his arm. He missed the ball. It was there to recover.
See this gap they have here with the defenders? They thought if they could get that gap, if they could get that gap between the defenders, Gramatica talked Tony Dungy into give me a chance. They practiced this, and he said he can do it. Well, he didn't do it.
Scott McGarrahan recovered for Green Bay, and Gramatica is hurting.
Oh, yeah, that's the first down. Way to read the D. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Can't get enough football? Grab a Miller Lite, and any time is Miller time.
Who's calling these plays? Put in a backup.
Okay, here we go. Push, push. Beautiful baby coming.
Yeah!
Nice catch. Good hand.
Can't get enough football? Grab a Miller Lite, and any time is Miller time.
It's unnecessary roughness.
We're all one family, one team, a football team, driving down Soldier Field with,
1:13 left on the clock.
1 minute, 13 seconds left on the clock, and
no timeouts left.
No timeouts left because the coach has stupidly used them all up.
Football fans can find anything they need at Chicago's Electra Electronics, provided they have Visa, because if you try to use American Express,
and we score!
you don't have a prayer.
Yeah!
Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
responsive Chrysler Sebring Performance sedan. Proof that it's not the destination. It's the drive. Now, during the Chrysler Holiday Sale, lease the Sebring LX sedan for $259 a month.
Krusty gets a blast from his past.
I'm your daughter.
No, they think I just seltzered myself. Drew Barrymore guest stars The Simpsons, all new, 8/7 Central tonight on Fox.
Gramatica's still flexing his arm, but he seems to be okay. I think his pride was hurt more than his arm when he missed it.
He had to come up with something because it wasn't the ball.
End result, Packers with great field position. I'm on green. Nothing there. John Lynch ran him down.
Brought down by number 47, John Lynch.
Just moments ago, Joe Marciano talking to Robbie Abdullah. Boy, was he upset with his special teams guys. He wanted that play, and somebody missed an assignment. He was very upset. Now he's talking with Gramatica.
He probably didn't get the block on McGarrahan was the issue. And you know, when your special teams coach, you're always tugging on the head coach's shoulder for a chance to run those things. You want to take advantage of them. You've got to be disappointed.
Buck show blitz. The pass is incomplete, intended for Bill Schrader, but trapped it on the ground. Schrader doesn't like the call. The official right there waved it incomplete.
Third down 9.
See the total yardage? The Bucs coming off a 70-yard drive. The Packers have had only 1 yard net rushing. Favre 5 for 10 passing, 41 yards. Here's 3rd and 10 for Green Bay. 3 wide receivers in, 5 defensive backs for the Bucs. Favre, incomplete, intended for Bill Schrader.
They missed a heck of an opportunity right there.
Yes, they did.
You know, not on that play, but the whole scenario. You know, you botch an onside kick, and you come back and you recover it, and you're on their 40, and you've got a chance to go in.
3rd punt for Josh Bidwell. Carl Williams is deep. Bidwell kicks it way up in the air. Packers try to surround it. It bounces through the end zone. There is a flag on the play. And we'll check that out.
I think Tampa Bay had 12 guys on the field.
I think you're right. You're 100% right.
I can only count the 15, but I saw 12.
You got the 12.
And I knew that was one too many in football. Now, you thought Marciano was hot before.
Oh, boy.
We'll have to find him again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 1 deep.
Deep man.
1 deep is 12. Well, you got 1 guy deep, too, as a returner.
12 men on the field. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 4th down.
It does not give Green Bay a 1st down. Gives them 5 yards. And the ball will be spotted at the 34. And the Packers will now try a field goal. So we'll see here. They change from punting to field goal. Ryan Longwell, 20 for 22 this season. His career long is 51 yards. This will be a 52-yarder. Hasselback the holder. It has the distance, and it is good. So the penalty hurts Tampa Bay as Ryan Longwell connects with a 52-yard field goal. His 21st of the season.
Oh, yes, a brilliant move. Galway scampering across the goal to stop it. They just couldn't seem to get enough players forward before. He's showing good fluid movement. The right, the left. This is another aggressive charge down the flank. He's timed his run to absolute perfection. 2 defenders to beat. He's passed one. This is looking like a chance as he takes the shot in.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
At home, wish I was home, homeward bound. Home, when my thoughts escaping, home, when the music plays.
New MSN Explorer. Everything you need to feel at home on the web, all in one place.
The whole world watches as a single step becomes a giant leap for mankind.
Transportation advances again. The re-engineered, redesigned Chrysler Town & Country. The best minivan ever. During the Chrysler Holiday Sale, get 4.9 financing on Town & Country LX or low lease rates.
Who will be Jackie's roller disco partner? Fez? Kelso? Or...
No freaking way.
That 70s show all new at 8/7 Central Fox Tuesday.
There's the shot from the MetLife Blimp Snoopy 1 under the command of Captains Brian Comer and John Conrad, with help from co-pilot Snoopy, of course. MetLife Blimps travel approximately 200 days a year visiting towns and cities throughout the United States. Ryan Longwell with a career-long 52-yard field goal, putting the Packers on the board, kicks it away. And on the return, Carl Williams flips one man but goes down at the 20-yard line. Bucs special teams have contributed in a great way in recent weeks. That was a fake punt. Mark Royals hitting Damian Robinson. Punt blocked by John McLaughlin helped set up a score. Martin Grammatico with a 51-yard field goal. But Joe Marciano talking to his group. How does it happen, Bill? You get 12 men on the field on a play like that?
Well, we're in Florida. We can't get the count right.
Oh.
No, actually, what it is that you remember they had a guy rushing as a block.
Yes.
When you have someone coming as a block, you can't have two people doubled up outside. They had 2 and 2 outside.
Blitz coming. King gets rid of it. It's incomplete. So the Packers looking to blitz Shaun King a little bit. It was Darren Sharper coming from his safety position. Darren Sharper's role has changed a little bit this year under Ed Donatel.
Well, he's more involved. Yeah, you know, but he's not just a free safety anymore. He's down in the box a lot of times. They invert their safeties. You know, it used to be just for Green Bay, it was only Butler would be down in there. Well, now they drop Sharper down in there, and he's involved with a lot of things. They blitz him in there as well. This time he's in the middle of the field, and they got LeRoy up.
Keyshawn Johnson in motion. King looking for Keyshawn by himself, fights off Todd McBride, gets a first down up at the 32-yard line. Fourth catch of the game for Keyshawn Johnson, who leads the team with 45.
Well, you got that injury to McKenzie out there, and you're bringing the backup McBride, and King just takes a shot. Hey, I'll just get it out there to Keyshawn fast and let him work his magic on the field. Got a little stiff arm going.
Well, all the talk about him and his loquaciousness, but he seems to have fit in very nicely here, and he and Shaun King have something going. On the delay, Warwick Dunn. He's knocked down at the 34-yard line, picked up a couple on the play. Nate Wayne and Todd McBride combined for the stop.
You know, a lot of the reason for the emergence of Dunn is because of this right here. This closes down in here. Everything's closed up inside. Now, Allstott used to be able to pound up in there for 2 or 3. Dunn has the ability to bounce outside and get a few more. That's what he brings to the picture.
And they liken him to a Barry Sanders, well, where he'll get 2, and then he might get 20. With the great speed that he has. Allstott is out to the right side. The play fake. King under pressure throws it away.
King's pass intended for Allstott.
Packers got good pressure inside on Shaun King.
You know, Mike Allstott is lined up in a variety of different positions. He's in on every package, but he's something else in every package. He's been a running back 3 times. He's been at a true fullback in front of Dunn 6 times. He's been an H-back in motion. He's been lined up at tight end. He's also lined up all the way outside at wide receiver. Right now, he's in the H-back mode.
3 wide receivers in for the Bucs. On 3rd and 8, pressure on King. Dropped it off to Warwick Dunn. splits one man and goes down at the 34, back to the line of scrimmage, and the Bucs will be forced to punt.
Stopped by Butler.
LeRoy Butler in on the tackle.
You know, that's serious thing. They came out and they tried to emphasize the pass just a little bit more. You know, throw the ball around, spread it around some. But, you know, that last drive they put together on that scoring drive, I thought that was an excellent drive executed down the field. Running the perimeter, mixing up Dunn, mixing in Allstott, and then taking your shot on the play action at the end.
Mark Royals to punt. The last one was a 12-yarder. This one is a good high kick. Allen Rossum waves for a fair catch and takes it at the 21-yard line. And a little after the whistle, pushing and shoving, Matt Snyder and Jeff Gooch are separated. 4.5 seconds hang time on a 45-yard Royals punt. Bucs lead the Packers 7-3.
Looking to save more and spend less this holiday season? With the Chrysler Holiday Sale, you can do just that. Because now you can save over $5,100 when you buy a new 2000 Concorde LX with 0% financing. Or choose a low $259 lease on the award-winning 2001 Sebring LX sedan. So take advantage of the Chrysler Holiday Sale today for savings that let you spend more on a real holiday priority, yourself.
54-yard field goal. 5 seconds left. Their season all comes down to this. Here's the snap. The kick is up. It's got the distance. It's good. It's all over.
Philips digital recorder with TiVo. Pauses live TV and a lot more.
Oh, he looks so handsome. Mommy's big man. You're such a big boy. I'm going to give you a big kiss.
$4.92 saved buying Spike a holiday sweater online. $6.42 overpaid on shipping.
Oh, you look so precious.
If your gifts aren't being sent priority mail, you're probably paying too much. So make sure to ask for it.
Fly like an eagle. USA Today declares Dark Angel will get your heart pumping and your blood racing. From Academy Award winner James Cameron comes one of the season's biggest hits, Dark Angel, an all-new episode at 9/8 Central Fox Tuesday.
John McLaughlin, special teams. He's a big guy, 270 pounds. He's lined up at a gunner on punt. And the two young guys outside, little DBs, got a piece of him. They're trying to pin him when he's down. He just picks him up and throws him away. He's the one that had the punt block last week.
Yes.
From inside.
Great special teams player.
Oh, you got to be pretty doggone good if you're that big and you're outside as a gunner.
4 wide receivers for the Packers as they start from the 21. Favre gets plenty of time and finds Charles Lee. And the rookie goes down around the 37-yard line. Lee, a rookie out of Central Florida, 7th-round draft pick. And with Corey Bradford out, he gets a chance to play. 16-yard pickup.
First down, Green Bay.
Here's Lee outside here, working on Brian Kelly. And they get like a little kind of a pick route going. It was supposed to be like that. And that's what caused the separation for Lee.
Amon Green cuts it back and gets across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Packers had 6 carries for 1 yard net rushing before that carry.
Well, that's what they always say you have to do when you're playing a fast defense, is get them flowing. And there they go, and then cut it back on them. He sees them, and then the linebacker gets over top, and there's your seam. That's how you got to get the yards on the ground against the Buccaneers defense.
Pickup of 8 on the play. Henderson and Green in the backfield. Nice cutback by Amon Green. He tries to break it. Lynch able to bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Nice run for Amon Green. 30-yard pickup.
First down. Very quick hitting play into the line. A little belly play into the line. Watch the block here. Frank Winters gets a block here, and then gets up on the backer. And there's the handoff, and there's the seam.
Frank Winters doing it for 14 years. Nice run by Amon Green. That's one the Packers needed to establish themselves as a threat on the ground.
Well, what they saw that McFarland wasn't in there. James Canada was in there, and they attacked it.
Brett Favre steps back, calls timeout. That was the longest run of the season for Amon Green. Packers at the Bucs, 25.
Good morning, Branded Industries.
Yeah, is Kaplan there?
Hi, sir. No.
Thompson?
Not yet.
Schreiber?
Kickboxing, sir.
Harris?
Haircut, sir.
Miller?
No.
Durkin?
No.
Bradley?
He's not really a morning person.
Don't we have anyone who knows how much business can be done before 8 a.m.?
Yes. Steve.
Steve who? Put him on.
Hello.
Steve, keep up the good work.
Okay. UPS delivers overnight by 8 a.m. to more places across the country than anyone. UPS, moving at the speed of business.
That's the one. Perfect match. Oh, she is going to go nuts. She's going to love this. Oh, I score.
Honey? Hey.
Got a little surprise for you.
So do I. I actually found someone to buy this old lamp. Isn't that great? $500.
Whether you're buying or selling on eBay, use your Visa card. Visa, eBay's preferred way to pay.
Someday you can tell your grandkids you were there when Florida decided the next president by voting for Bush. No, Gore. No, Bush. No, Gore. Well, anyway, at least you can tell them you tried the Insider Pizza from Pizza Hut. What? You haven't tried the Insider Pizza yet? Come on, it's a pizza inside a pizza. One thin crust piled with 6 cheeses, then sealed with another thin crust and even more cheese. And it's only $9.99. Someday the grandkids are going to ask, Grandpa, who was elected president in 2000? And you'll say, I don't know, they're still recounting the votes. But I did try the Insider Pizza from Pizza Hut, another one of the best pizzas under one roof.
Critics declare Jessica Alba a sci-fi stunner. She'll be haunting your dreams. James Cameron's Dark Angel. All new at 9 Fox Tuesday.
Fasten your seatbelts. Get ready for the ride of your life as the search for Agent Mulder takes you where you've never been before. It's an all-new episode of The X-Files tonight at 9, 8 Central. Remember, the truth is out there.
Mulder might be in that thing, whatever that was. Looks like something out of the Jetsons.
4 wide receivers, screen pass. Whoa! Nothing there for Amon Green. Time for an update. Let's go to the Fox Television Center to JB.
Sam and Bill, New Orleans' 6th straight victory today was tempered by the loss of Ricky Williams here, breaking his left ankle. Ricky Williams, ironically, had 93 yards in a day, giving him exactly 1,000 for the season. First Saint runner to do that since 1989. Ricky will be out a minimum of 6 to 8 weeks. Ricky Williams lost to the New Orleans Saints. Back to Sam Rosen and Bill Moss.
Thanks, JB. Bad news. Ricky was really playing well.
That's going to be a tough one for them to overcome.
Crowd really loud now. Packers 2nd and 10. Damon Parker gets 5 in his first carry. Saw his first action of the season last week. They'd been on the physically unable to perform list prior to that.
You know, watch them attack up front. See this wide split here? And that's a natural seam. There's a block there. There's a block there. Frankie Boy Winters gets up on Derrick Brooks, and Damon Parker gets outside. You saw the cutback. You attack them into the line of scrimmage and then cut it back.
Frankie Boy Winters.
Frankie Boy.
The 14-year veteran. Here's 3rd and 5. Favre. Drop. Intended for Antonio Freeman. Rondé Barber on the coverage.
Another drop ball and a flag.
Flag down.
I think they said something to the official on the sideline.
Unsportsmanlike. Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct. Antonio Freeman
knocked the ball out of his hand. He smacked the ball out of the referee's hand.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 86. Offense. 15-yard penalty. 4th down.
Bad penalty for a leader of the team to take.
Watch right here. He smacks the ball out of his hand.
Terrible. Terrible penalty. Antonio Freeman's got to be one of the leaders on this team, and you can't lead like that.
Ryan Longwell in for the field goal attempt.
What he should be upset about is the drop and the inconsistency in which he was playing instead of any kind of penalty that he was looking for from a defensive back.
53-yard field goal attempt for Ryan Longwell. This one comes up way short and way wide. He made a 52-yarder last time. This one not even close. So the Bucs defense comes up with a big stand after the Packers got down to the 20-yard line. But the penalty taken by Antonio Freeman really hurt his team.
It cost him 3.
Without question, maybe more.
It was, yeah, that cost him 3 right there. And
Or helmet number 3.
that's just totally uncalled for. He's talking to the head linesman who's over on that side, who is responsible for watching the wide receiver, the play of the wide receiver on that side of the field. And he was upset, obviously, something about it, the defensive back, maybe getting a piece of him or carrying him too long or chucking him downfield, and he wanted a call. But the bottom line is he was in position to make that catch and should have made that catch.
So now from the spot of the miss, the 43, the Bucs go on offense. 3 wide receivers in. Warwick Dunn goes outside. Spins across midfield and gets close to a first down.
Well, everybody's getting involved in this perimeter play. Watch LeRoy Butler right there. He's right in here. Now, Jaquez Green is going to come down and block him, right? And there is the seam. All the wide receivers are now becoming big blockers for the Buccaneers. When Keyshawn Johnson got down here, it kind of sparked everybody's interest as far as wide receivers blocking.
7 carries, 37 yards for Warwick Dunn. 2nd and 1 for the Bucs. And flags go down. They blow the play dead. Against Tampa Bay.
Both start 64 offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
On Randall McDaniel, who's playing in his 200th NFL game, 180th consecutive start. Gets the call.
2nd down 6 at the 47.
Shaun King will get a signal from the sideline. Then he'll look down at the play shot sheet on his wrist. And a lot of times what they'll do is they'll give you a number. They'll just give you a number, and you look down, and then you get the formation. You can read out the formation in the huddle.
Allstott to tight end to the left side. Gun straight ahead. First down at the Packers' 42-yard line. Antoine Edwards made the tackle. Nice run. Picked up 11 on the play.
They're attacking the middle. Watch Randall McDaniel right here, number 64. Watch the block he gets. And then just wheels. See him? That's, you know, everyone talks about him being athletic and what he's not a power guy, but when he gets on you, he has that ability to wheel you in a certain direction, and that's when the athleticism comes into play.
7 of 11 carries up the middle. This one goes left, and it's stopped by Cletius Hunt. Good job by the 2nd-year man out of Kentucky State, who's gotten a lot of starting time because of injuries to Vonnie Holliday this season.
Well, he's what they call their power end. And he's going to go to the tight end side normally. And what he's really good at, he's probably a better defensive tackle than he is a defensive end, but because of the injuries, he's forced to play end. But what he's good at is at the point of attack. He's solid at the point of attack, and the point of attack was at him that time, and you saw the outcome.
Allstott out left. 3 wide receivers in the game. King looking deep over the middle of Keyshawn Johnson. At the 24-yard line. 5th catch of the game for Keyshawn Johnson. And Shaun King finding his man now.
Well, watch what happens. You like to have your linebacker back in zone back here so that Keyshawn Johnson doesn't get into you. But he's going to stay with the back, work done, and he comes over here. Now look at the seam in the zone. There was nobody underneath.
Big day for Keyshawn. First down, Bucs at the 24. Warwick Dunn finds the hole, gets inside the 20. Santana Dotson, the one-time Tampa Bay Buccaneer, made the stop. Played 4 years here. We're winding down to the 2-minute warning. The cannons are going off in anticipation of a Bucs score.
At the 2-minute warning.
They scored earlier on a great drive. They've got a good drive going here. 2-minute warning. Bucks leading 7-3.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. The change is forever.
It is more than a trial by fire. It is a rite of passage. And if you can master your fear, outsmart your enemy, and never yield even to yourself, you will be changed forever. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Konnichiwa! Konnichiwa! Who's a biggie? Who's about ya?
Now you can learn how to say what's up in 36 different languages. Just visit Budweiser.com today and learn useful phrases like "Was ist los?" "Que pasa?" Instantly bond with your fellow man the world over.
Yo, telephone.
Hello?
Ça va? Who's a biggie? Konnichiwa!
At Gateway, we know many businesses aren't big enough to have their own computer department.
What about training for my new guy?
That's no problem, too. Anything. That's why we put business centers in our Gateway Country stores.
Or hooked up to this hub.
Right. Share files, share one internet connection. Wow, cool. So if you have a question about installation or need training, you can drop on by. Why do we spend so much time with the people who use our computers? Because in Gateway Country, people rule. Stop by or give us a call.
Next week is a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader day. It starts with the greatest pregame show anywhere, and then the Bucks go to Chicago. Carolina at Minnesota, Atlanta at San Francisco, Dallas at Baltimore. What a game that'll be. Dallas winning today, Baltimore winning today. Dallas 4-6. Sixth play of this drive. Good balance by the Bucks. 2nd and 5 from the 19. Everybody out. King lofting for Riddell Anthony. He stayed in bounds. Touchdown. They took advantage of Todd McBride, who's in for the injured Mike McKenzie. Fourth touchdown of the season for Riddell Anthony. And Shaun King has really been on target.
We are reviewing the ruling on the field.
Yeah, and you know what they're going to be reviewing? I saw Randall McDaniel downfield like it was a screenplay, and he was way downfield. Watch Randall McDaniel right in here. He's going to end up down here. You can't throw the ball downfield with your lineman down here. Look at Randall McDaniel. He's all the way down there.
But I don't think they can review that, Bill. That's not the reviewable part of it. Now, any
it's
review
a scoring play
in the final 2 minutes comes from upstairs.
Yes.
This is not a challenge, a coach's challenge. This is coming from upstairs.
I'm sure what they are taking a look at is where his feet came down in bounds and if he had possession of the ball. I'm sure if they're looking at anything, they're looking at that. But I saw Randall McDaniel down there. He thought it was a screenplay. He was running out like it was a screenplay. He obviously didn't get the check at the line of scrimmage if it was a check. And they're looking to see if he had possession of the football and 2 feet in.
1, 2. Looks good to me. What do you think?
Well, he got the 2 feet in, but what you need to take a look at is his hands. Is he possessing the ball? See, the ball's kind of out a little bit right there. It looks good. Take a look at the ball.
Reviewing the play. The ruling on the field stand is a touchdown. Both teams inbound with possession.
19-yard touchdown pass. Shaun King to Riddell Anthony. And the Bucks, after the missed field goal, Start with good field position and travel 57 yards for the touchdown.
You're referring to Antonio Freeman, of course, when you say the missed field goal.
That's right. That hurt the Packers.
Well, you said it when we had it. We said it cost them 3, and you said at that time it could cost them a lot more, and it sure did. That's a 10-point swing.
Sold-out stadium. They now have a waiting list of 10,000 here in Tampa for seats.
Well, you know, you can say what you want about the new stadium, and it's a beautiful stadium. And you can say what you want about the team. This all is attributed to Tony Dungy, because none of this could be made possible unless the product on the field is good. And it's been good the whole entire time he's been here. And I think the guy's just a heck of a coach.
Gramatica to kick off. Last time he tried the onside kick and missed the recovery attempt. And this time he lines it away. Rossum has it go right by him through the end zone for a touchback. And they talk things over. Exchange of smiles. In the NFC Central Division, Minnesota won today. They are 8-2. Detroit with a win for new coach Gary Moeller, 6-4. Very important game for Tampa Bay and for Green Bay in their playoff hopes. Green Bay's final 4 games of the season will be against division opponents. Chicago losing in Buffalo, 2-8 on the season. They're out of the playoff picture, but certainly can play a spoiler's role. Now the Packers with 1:53 to go in the half. Start from their own 20. Everybody out. Over the middle of Bubba Franks, the tight end, who gets up to the 28-yard line. First-round draft pick Bubba Franks. No huddle for the Pack. Amon Green, the lone setback. Favre out of the shotgun, drops it off to Green, and he's taken down at the 32, but it's a first down for Green Bay. Ronde Barber made the stop.
No, Green Bay had some spurts. You know, they had some drives. They moved the ball at times. They've been shown that they've been able to run the ball.
Short drop. Bubba Franks slips a man. Across the 40. Up close to the first down marker. Bubba Franks is 6'6", 260.
And he's a guy that they need. As a matter of fact, they needed him in a hurry. They needed him to be a top-notch player the day they got him.
They go for the run, the first down, as Amon Green gets up to the 44-yard line. Packers call timeout. 51 seconds to go in the half.
She's a real beauty. And she never bugs you about spending so much time with the guys. She never complains about you watching football. She thinks a little gas is a good thing. Maybe she isn't a she after all. Here's to the perfect relationship. Here's how to keep it that way.
The guys are ready in the studio. It's the Visa Halftime Report. Scores and highlights, JB, Terry, Howie, and Chris. And the Fox Sports ticker with up to the second stats. It's all coming up on the Visa Halftime Report.
Those drop balls have really killed Green Bay, Sam. They had drives going, and they were trying to make things happen, and then it got to a key situation, and they've had drop balls.
From the 45, one timeout remaining for the Packers. They have Tyrone Davis in as the tight end to the left side. 3 wide receivers. Bucks coming with a blitz. Favre got rid of it a little quickly and incomplete. Short Donald Driver, the intended receiver. Donnie Abraham on the cover.
Yeah, Driver was open too. Brett, that was all on Brett. He just underthrew that ball.
Please reset the game to a third down. Third down.
Referee Jeff Triplett getting things straight as you look at Monty Kiffin, the fine defensive coordinator of the Bucs. Here's 3rd and 7. Have to get to the Bucs 48 for a first down. Drops it off short. Green wasn't looking. Never turn, and that's part of Amon Green not comfortable yet in the passing game. And you see Brett Favre letting him know it.
Well, he wasn't ready, and Sapp was in there quick, too. Watch how fast Warren Sapp is in there. Brett has to get rid of this ball. When you run the draw, watch the pressure. There's the pressure right there. And Amon's just not ready.
That's where Dorsey Levens makes a difference for the Packers. Josh Bidwell with his 3rd punt of the game. Gets it away. Carl Williams at the 17. Right down there is McGarrahan.
Williams on the return.
There's a flag down. 38-yard punt.
Those screenplays are all about timing, as you mentioned. The poor timing. That's you rehearse those and practice those over and over and over again, because no matter whether it's an outside screen or a middle screen, it's all about timing of everybody. The linemen, the backs, the quarterback, and when he released it.
Mike Sherman looking on as the Bucs will be penalized.
Eagles in the back. 53. Receiving team. Half the distance. First down.
Shelton Quarles called for the illegal block in the back. 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Bucs set back to the 7-yard line.
First and 10 at the 7.
Take a knee formation.
And that's what Shaun King does. And the time will expire in the first half. Warren Sapp and his defensive cohort hold the Packers to just 3 points. Shaun King goes 11 for 14, 129 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Terrific first half for Shaun King. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers lead the Green Bay Packers 14-3. The Visa halftime report is next.
Fox tonight. Krusty gets a blast from his past.
I'm your daughter.
Oh, I think I just seltzered myself.
Drew Barrymore guest stars on an all-new Simpsons. Then...
What are you doing, Hal?
Wow, what's it look like? We're celebrating your birthday as a family. Who are you?
How do you make Mom's birthday unforgettable? Send in the clowns.
Hit him, Dad! Let's go! Work the gut!
An all-new Malcolm after The Simpsons at 8/7 Central tonight on Fox.
Worn out auto parts mean trouble in Dodge. So go to Discount Auto Parts. We have all the car and truck parts you need to take care of your caravan. Discount Auto Parts.
When I need parts for my family car, I go to Discount Auto Parts. They've got all the car and truck parts I need and lots of convenient locations. If you want to save time and money, make a pit stop at Discount Auto Parts, the place to start when you need parts.
With $2,500, there are lots of ways to equip a new Chevy Cavalier. And right now, when you buy a new 2001 Cavalier, we'll give you $2,500 cash back. So you can equip your Cavalier any way you like.
Bonus.
But hurry, the $2,500 Chevy Cavalier bonus definitely ends November 30th. Residency restrictions apply. Call for details. And see your Sunco Chevy dealers today.
Introducing the new Insider Pizza from Pizza Hut. It's like having a pizza inside a pizza. You get more cheese, more crust, and it's packed inside an already outrageous pizza. It's one thin crust piled with 6 cheeses, then sealed with another thin crust and even more cheese. So, how do we get it all in? Hey, we're Pizza Hut. We put cheese in places you never dreamed of. Just $9.99 for a one-topping. Or get loads of your favorite toppings. Only $2 more for a Supreme or Meat Lovers. The Insider Pizza from Pizza Hut. Another one of the best pizzas under one roof.
How do you take your times?
To the race, to the track, to the net, to the pros, with a pop, flat, box score, tackle, throw. For the first round, double click, triple play, with a home run, hot dog, hip hooray. For the offense, defense, scrimmage line, for the infield, online, overtime. The referee, the penalty, the agony and victory. Crowd pleasing, record setting, independent daily. How do you take your time?
The St. Petersburg Times.
How do you take your time?
Hi, I'm Mike Allstott. You're watching the Bucs on Fox 13.
The Visa Halftime Report is brought to you by Visa. It's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
And we welcome you to the Visa Halftime. Those of you watching Tampa Bay and Green Bay, the connection Shaun King to Keyshawn Johnson. 5 receptions for Keyshawn in the first half. Buccaneers on top 14-3.
All right, Trent Green trying to get the Rams back on track after losing 2 of their last 3. Brought off, out of the eye, play action, finds roll, tight end, Roland Williams, end zone, 1-yard score set up by a Marnie Toomer, fumble of the Giants, 7-0 Rams. Green back again, crossing route, Torrey Holt, 5-yard touchdown, 14-7 Rams. Then Green looking right, looking left. Watch the pregame show, Collins. Where's looking at?
Look him off.
Look him off. Scrambles in. 18 yards out, 28-7. Trent Green right now, so far this year, 11 touchdown passes.
And you think he might be number what? 2. All right, behind
Kurt.
All right. Jeff Garcia has to be there. 193 yards passing, 2 rushing touchdowns as San Francisco looking impressive. San Diego losing to Miami. Lamar Smith, 2 touchdown runs in the first half, looking awfully good. Minnesota, boy, did Dante Culpepper have a great game. 302 yards, 3 touches, and a touchdown run. 31-14, the victors there. Lions win it. Boy, Charlie Batch played a good all-around game, but it was the foot of Jason Hanson that did it there. Bills, sing-song at the quarterback spot, but Doug Flutie guided them to victory 20-3 over the Chicago Bears. Saints, 6th consecutive victory of the season, but they lose Ricky Williams out with a broken ankle for 6 to 8 weeks. Ironically, he hit his 1,000-yard season with 93 today. Steelers lose to the Eagles. Eagles' 2nd consecutive overtime victory, and that one David Akers did the honors with a 42-yard field goal in that contest. Ravens with who at the helm?
Trent Dilford, you heard it. Had that phone call earlier in the day.
From whom? From you. Seahawks, boy, they were trailing in that one. Come back to win their 4th of the year, upending the Jaguars. And look at the Browns who improved to 3-8, 19-11 over the Patriots today. Top for the Browns. And look at the Cowboys. Troy Aikman, big day indeed. Green Bay and Tampa Bay, Shaun King to Keyshawn.
You know, you hate to simplify it that much, JB, but it really looks like it's all about Shaun King. When they were winning earlier in the season, no turnovers. Then they go through the losing streak, turning it over a lot. Now the last 2.5 games, 9 touchdown passes, only 1 interception. When Shaun King takes control of the football, this Buccaneers team is awfully tough to beat.
The Pack, a number of drop balls, as they did in the first half last week, have not helped Brett Favre. They recovered an attempted onside kick by Tampa Bay, did not convert. Those drop balls will come back to haunt this team.
All right, some of you viewers will be going to local news. Others will come back because Howie and Chris are going to pump Terry full of oxygen, showing some highlights, including that exciting Philadelphia and Pittsburgh game right after this.
Visa is proud to celebrate the fans this season. Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
Tuesday, who will be Jackie's roller disco partner? Fez, Kelso, or...
No freaking way.
An all-new That 70s Show. Then, Titus loves Mom just the way she is. In a mental hospital.
You know what I love most about your mom?
But an all-new Titus. And the only thing more dangerous than searching for her past,
You could be walking right into a trap.
is finding it. An all-new Dark Angel. It all starts at 8/7 Central Fox Tuesday.
Everybody up, everybody up, everybody up. We got to do. We got to have it. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Dominate. 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go. That's right. Gotta have it. Dominate.
What?
Dominate. 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go. That's right. Gotta have it. Dominate.
What do you think?
NFL Under the Helmet, Saturdays at noon Eastern on Fox. Check local listings.
Good afternoon and welcome on this Football Sunday. I'm Mark Wilson. We'll be taking you back to the game in a moment, but we wanted to take just a minute here at halftime to give you the very latest on the race for the White House. Florida is still the key to who wins the presidency, with a hand recount of all ballots currently underway in Volusia County. Now, late last night, Palm Beach County finished a hand count of 1% of its precincts, and officials there say there was a net gain for Gore of 19 votes. They say if you do the math, then, that could mean a full recount on average could give Gore about 1,900 more votes. Keep in mind, Bush's lead in Florida is only 327 votes, this according to an unofficial Associated Press survey. Republicans, though, are challenging the validity of these hand recounts. The Bush campaign says that method of tabulation will only lead to human error and mischief. Gore supporters disagree, though, and point out Florida law calls for hand recounts in certain situations. Republicans have filed a federal injunction now to stop this process, and a judge is set to hear their arguments at 9:30 tomorrow morning in Miami. At least no politics involved in the weather, and it's a good thing because it's been beautiful.
It certainly has. I think everyone will like our numbers on the 5-day forecast. Here's a look at what's going on across the country right now. We've had clear skies in the southeast, but there is a cold front bringing the threat of tornadoes into Texas. That front will be moving towards Florida on Tuesday and could cause us some rain then. You can see right now we have high pressure over the state. The 5-day forecast is calling for clear skies for the most part on Monday, a chance of showers on Tuesday, turning cooler again on Wednesday and Thursday.
All right, Andy, thank you. Coming up tonight at 10 on Fox 13, right after the X-Files, Fox Sports Director Andy Kindle follows every play, every player, and knows every team, including his hometown Bucks. Tonight, he reveals some secrets on how he makes every broadcast feel like you're watching the game right at the stadium. And that's all the time we have for now. We'll send you back to the Bucks game and look forward to seeing you tonight at 10. So have a great night.
Summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. Lingered there to touch your hair and walk.
The all-new Lexus LS 430. Imagine how you'll feel driving it.
Today in Florida, 500 women heard the news. Some cried, others could only laugh, while some were simply speechless. And when months from now, hundreds of new babies are born, this day will be remembered as the one when everything was perfect. And the last thing on 500 minds was health plans, which is exactly the way it should be. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida. The best health plan is the one you don't have to think about.
The world is how you see it. It could be anything. So make the most of every mile. You're one of a kind. Ford's got your ride.
Ford's got your ride. F-150. It's not just a tough truck. It's got a deal that's tough to beat. Every 2000 F-150 now comes with $1,500 cash back. $1,500 back. So see your Southern Ford dealer soon.
You're one of a kind. Ford's got your ride.
The 3.2 TL from Acura.
I'm Derrick Brooks, and you're watching the Bucs on Fox 13.
Tanner Dotson of the Green Bay Packers considers himself an average man. He is 6'5", 290 pounds. Average.
Your thigh is big.
His neck is 21 inches around. Again, average.
You got some big feet.
And like many of his teammates, Santana supports the United Way through neighborhood programs in his community. You'd be surprised what an average man can do.
A beautiful day has turned into a beautiful evening here in Tampa with the Bucs leading the Green Bay Packers 14-3. Moments ago, our Chip Carter caught up with Tampa Bay head coach Tony Dungy.
What are you doing offensively to make Shaun King so effective? Sam was talking about his first half numbers, 2 touchdowns.
Well, Shaun's played well. You know, they're obviously gearing up to stop our running game, so we're trying to use a little play action and trying to use Keyshawn.
Defensively, do you think you're making Brett Favre look a little uncomfortable back there?
Well, we're trying to get after him. They're protecting well, and he's throwing the ball quick, but so far we got kept him out of the end zone.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks very much, Chip. Well, it used to be the offense for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was Mike Allstott, Warwick Dunn, and that's about it. But now you throw into the mix the way Shaun King is playing and Keyshawn Johnson. They've been great.
Well, the reason being is because he's had a lot of time up front, because what Tony Dungy was talking about. They've been able to run the ball effectively. Watch, none of these pictures are there even a Green Bay Packer defender around Shaun King. Again, open time to pass, and that's what a good solid run game does for you. It makes it a whole heck of a lot easier for your quarterback to pick his passes than have to force passes. Now, Brett Favre is going to have to force passes and make something happen. Shaun King can rely on his running game and pick and choose when he throws.
Ryan Longwell, the kickoff to start the second half. Carl Williams from the 3. Trying to cut it outside. And is tripped up as he gets up close to the 25-yard line. Damon Parker on the tackle. First half numbers. The Packers rushing for 47 yards, 30 on one play by Amon Green. Good balance for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the time of possession, slight edge to Tampa Bay. What do you look for here in the second half, Bill?
Well, Green Bay has to sustain drives, and that's what they haven't been able to do in this game. I mean, heck, they were pretty close until that Antonio Freeman mishap, and it cost them the 3 points, and then they got the ball at the 46 and drove the field for a touchdown. The only thing they didn't do is sustain drives when they got down inside there.
Allstott shifting. Warwick Dunn carries behind Frank Middleton, and he's thrown back. Let's go down to the sideline to Chip Carter.
Thanks a lot, Sam. I was just talking to Mike Sherman with the Green Bay Packers about the rhythm that Shaun King has had in the first half, and he said what his team needs to do is find a rhythm breaker, somebody to get in King's face and increase the pressure a little bit. He simply had too much time to throw in the first half, Sam.
Thanks very much.
And that's a tough thing to do, too, because if you gamble on the blitz, that's when they were getting the blocks on the safeties coming up.
Allstott out on the slot to the right side. Warwick Dunn the lone setback. And the pass to Allstott across the 30. He's wrestled down there. Darren Sharper, number 42, in on the stop.
You know, you want to try to create some kind of pressure in the face of Shaun King. And that would be the natural thing to do defensively when you've seen how much time he has on the passes. So in order to do that, of course, you have to blitz. You know, you can zone blitz and keep some safety help behind you. But that's sometimes you need that extra body in there. If you're going to bring 4 to a side, to their weak side, so they don't have enough men to pick you up, that's going to cost you one guy out of the secondary.
See, the 2 for 2 to the tight end. That was to Dave Moore in the first half, but he suffered a cut to the face and has not returned. Patrick Hape started the second half. 3 wide receivers in on third down, and they blow the play dead. False start against Tampa Bay.
False start. 79 off it. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
4th penalty. Now the word from the Bucs locker room, a mild concussion suffered by Dave Moore on this play.
Third down 9 from the 26. Well, he catches the ball here, and then he gets racked by Darren Sharper right in the ear hole. Supposedly got a good cut on his face from that, and you know, get the little bird singing in your ear there.
3 wide receivers. Actually, Allstott is out to the left side. Completion to Jacquez Green, but it's short of a first down up the 31-yard line. Another key injury in the game was to Mike McKenzie, the cornerback of the Green Bay Packers, suffered a left knee injury, and he will not be back. Shaun King limping a little bit as he goes to the sideline.
That time they came with the blitz. They came with LeRoy Butler off the slot position. Little zone blitz action, but it was right in the passing lane of King.
Good defensive series for the Packers to start the second half. High punt by Mark Royals. Fair catch waved for. Rossum has it at the 33. 4.6 seconds hang time. Here's what happened to Shaun King.
He got his toe stepped on. Oh, okay. Yeah, that can hurt. You get those big 1.5 cleats in your toenail, you'll feel it.
Okay, let's do it. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more.
Enter Southwest Airlines, take your team to the Super Bowl sweepstakes, and you could win a free trip to the big game for you and 10 friends.
My mother said to pick the very best one, and you are not it.
Now, how you choose them, that's up to you.
For details, visit Southwest.com or any gate at Southwest Airlines, the official airline of Super Bowl 35.
Dad, I missed the bus.
Really?
The 911 Carrera, what only a Porsche brings to driving.
Thanks, Dad.
Dad. Excuse me, my cab.
I'm sorry.
Can we share a cab?
Why not?
You're with Fidelity.
That's right.
Let me ask you something. I still have a 401k from a job that I had 3 jobs ago. Can I move that?
Oh, most of the time, sure. It's called a rollover.
Really?
We can do all the paperwork, and you just sign and roll it into an IRA, and you can buy stocks or mutual funds, whatever you're comfortable with.
And I'd be in control of it?
Sure.
Get my life down to 1 sheet of paper.
To invest, call, click, or visit Fidelity.
For 35 years, NFL Films has brought you the best in football. Now access NFL Films TV online at NFL.com. Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Fidelity. All the expertise, service, and technology to help you see yourself succeeding.
Shaun King still treading lightly on that left foot that was stepped on. Now the Packers from their own 33-yard line. First time with possession in the second half. Pressure on Favre. Got rid of it to Bill Schrader. First down. Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Chased out of bounds by Brian Kelly. Bill Schrader's second reception.
First down, Green Bay.
See the Packers going with a no-huddle offense here to start the second half. Got the field goal, missed the field goal on the first 5 possessions of the game.
Well, that's a new little wrinkle they worked on just for this game. In case they got in a situation where it would be all pass.
And that time the pass intended for Schrader was well covered. Pressure from Chidi Ahanatu.
Second down 10 at the 46.
You know, last year, too, when they played Tampa Bay, Green Bay used a little bit of shotgun as well. Because when they get in a situation where it's all Brett Favre, they know they're going to blitz them, and they know one of the touchdowns last year was on a John Lynch blitz. And had Brett Favre not been in shotgun, he never would have got the play off, and it never would have been a touchdown.
3 wide receivers. Inside to Ahman Green. Gets up close to midfield. We've seen pressure on Brett Favre, but yet he has not been sacked by the leading sack team in the league.
Well, they're doing a great job of scheming it. They've mixed just enough run-in, Sam, and the screens to keep that defensive line from pinning their ears back. And they also, if you watch, Brett Favre is getting rid of the ball very quick.
Yes, he is.
It's quick slanting pass, crossing across the middle, and he's getting it off. And he threw that one timing pass on the screen, as you mentioned before. He threw that a little quick. He knows the time he has to throw the ball.
Everybody out. Favre wide open. Donald Driver. He's at the first down marker, and he's got the first down at the Tampa Bay 43-yard line.
And he's mixing up the snap count on him as well. He's keeping them in check. They had a long snap count. That time he came right out and went on the first down, and they snapped the ball before some of the defensive linemen even got their hands down on the ground.
First down, Green Bay.
Favre throwing. Amon Green turns it into a good gain, close to the first down marker. Rondé Barber took him down. Packers with a good drive here, so this no-huddle offense is working to change the rhythm.
Amon Green a little slow coming off. He's headed toward the sidelines. That screenplay is devastating to a defense because it gets you out of character of what you're normally doing, attacking upfield.
Damon Parker in his spot. Spins away out of one tackle, gets down to the 20-yard line. Another Green Bay first down.
Brought down by number 99.
They picked up 12 with Amon Green on the screen. They pick up 11 with a run by Damon Parker.
Green Bay has just increased the tempo of this game. This is a little sugar huddle. They're calling it right at the line of scrimmage there. And then the offensive lineman just turns around and they run the play. It's a quick snap count.
Seventh play of the drive. First down at the Bucs 20-yard line. Favre drops it, picks it up, and gets rid of it to Damon Parker. And gets across the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what it does. It puts Monty Kiffin in a tough situation because you can't see what they're bringing in personnel-wise. They're with one thing, and it's hard for you to get the defensive signal called in there. This is normally a situation that you prepare for a team you haven't seen done it inside of 2 minutes, and you have your inside of 2 minute defense. This is through the regular course of the game.
Now the Packers huddle up. Ball at the 14-yard line. Henderson and Green and Parker in the backfield.
Blitz.
They pick it up. The toss is deflected by Donnie Abraham. Intended for the tight end, Tyrone Davis. But Donnie Abraham, who is tied for the league lead with 6 interceptions and keeps all his interception balls, tipped that one away.
Here's Donnie Abraham. He's sitting right over top of the tight end, and Lynch is going to come into the picture on the backside of that, but he gets to that ball at the pinnacle of where it's at. That's going up and deflecting the ball at the maximum for him to jump.
Have to get to the 10-yard line for a first down. Flag goes down. The throw to the corner is batted away by Rondé Barber. It may have been no play. Let's check out the penalty call.
Prior to the snap, false start. 81, offense. 5-yard penalty, remains third down.
So that's no play. And they'll do that again. Fourth penalty of the game for the Pack.
Third down 10.
Tyrone Davis, who's been very inconsistent, goes to the sideline. Have to get to the 10-yard line for a first down.
Amon Green still hasn't been back since that screen pass when he came off there holding his arm. It's all been all Damon Parker.
Yes. 3 wide receivers in. Henderson and Parker in the backfield with Brett Favre. Bucs have 5 defensive backs. Pressure on Favre. Down he goes. First sack. Warren Sapp. 11.5 sacks on the season for Warren Sapp.
Here's Warren Sapp on the outside, working over Ross Verba. He takes his outside shoulder, works him upfield, and as Verba tries to set, he comes back underneath at the depth of the quarterback.
Field goal try, 42 yards for Ryan Longwell, who hit a 52-yarder earlier. It's on the way, and it's through. The Packers get 3. They had driven to the 15, but then stalled a big sack for Sapp.
December 17th. Guess who's dropping in for the holidays? Jim Carrey is
Santa Claus.
Wrong-o. The Grinch, rated PG, at theaters Friday.
Out of town? Out of touch? Out of cell range? You are now in Global Star range. Global Star, above and beyond cellular.
E-squared from Energizer. A whole new battery with a heart of titanium that lets you take power to the next level.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Brett Favre is hurting on the sideline. They're checking his left ankle as he was taken down by Warren Sapp. He comes up injured.
Looks like his left ankle they're working on, and that's what Sapp grabbed the hold of. That's what he drug him down by, was his ankle.
Longwell kicking off. Carl Williams from the 8. Swings it wide. Trying to pick up some blocks. Does. Good return by Williams. Brought down at the 32-yard line. The first sack of the day on Brett Favre. It's by Warren Sapp as he drags down Brett Favre. And Favre comes up with an injured ankle.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Tahoe. Now offering a third row of seats that's light and easier to handle than anything else out there. It's nowhere near anything. The new Chevy Tahoe. Like a rock.
Go, 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 go.
Can't get enough football? Grab a Miller Lite, and any time is Miller time.
Go, 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 go. Oh, yeah, that's a first down. Way to read the D. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Can't get enough football? Grab a Miller Lite, and any time is Miller time.
Who's calling these plays? Put in a backup.
Get the power of 3, the Intel Pentium 3 processor.
Bribery, corruption, scandal. It isn't Washington.
Did you pledge your votes to Susan Potter in exchange for a sexual favor?
Yes. It's a high school election.
What were you thinking? It was my lucky day. Have you seen Susan Potter?
All new Boston Public at 8/7 Central tomorrow on Fox. Parental discretion advised.
There's Warren Sapp telling his defensive guys, listen, when I take Brett Favre's shoe off, you guys got to pick it up. But he doesn't. Watch this. Matt Hasselbeck comes in, the backup quarterback. He picks up his shoe, and he comes over there, and he gives it to Brett. Here's your shoe.
And he's got a sprained ankle on the left side. We'll wait to see if he can return. Meanwhile, Shaun King starts from the 32. And his pass knocked down by a blitzing Darren Sharper, who went up and over and made a great play.
That's part of the new responsibilities of Darren Sharper, getting involved more down inside the box. Here's Darren Sharper. He walks down and jumps right in the path. This thing's gone outside to Jaquez Green on a little smoke pass.
First incompletion for Shaun King in the last 6 passes. There's Brett Favre being worked on. And now Sharper, who was upended after he went up in the air, and he's feeling the effects of the block. The shaky left leg. Oh, boy. Packers have already lost Mike McKenzie, maybe losing Brett Favre. Sharper is having a Pro Bowl type season.
You know, the one thing he hasn't had to do this year that he did last year is he doesn't have to call all the defenses. And he doesn't have to get all the adjustments in the secondary. He's just able to concentrate on lining up and playing.
Kept Randy Moss out of the end zone Monday night. Did a great job on him, but here shaken up, replaced by Antoine Edwards, number 24. 2nd and 10 for the Bucs. Allstott and Dunn in the backfield. The play fake by King. Over the middle, too high, and intercepted by Antoine Edwards. The pass overthrown, the first turnover of the game.
Intercepted by Antoine Edwards. Tackled by Keyshawn Johnson.
I go back, Sam, and I want to restate again about how Mike Sherman has kept the fight in this team. They did not have that fight last year. They've got it back.
Our company needed managed internet solutions. PSINet delivered.
We needed managed web hosting. PSINet fit the bill.
I wanted multi-currency e-commerce. PSINet was there in over 160 currencies.
We needed transaction solutions. PSINet executed the specifications on time.
Simply put, I needed everything, and PSINet gave it to me.
Your business internet opportunity is knocking. Open the door. Call or contact us today.